Upper Chesapeake Bay Pride works to bring lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer individuals together with allies to raise awareness and educate the community on issues important to the LGBTQIA+ community. With me to tell us all about the exciting 5th annual Upper Chesapeake Bay Pride Festival is Kurt Doan, president of the Upper Chesapeake Bay Pride. Good to see you.
You too.
And we won't talk about it now, but you and I have a lot in common because we grew up in Lancaster County, so we've been talking food and shoe fly pies, but we're going to talk about more important things now.
Perfect.
Let's first of all, before we talk about the festival, can you talk a little bit about the mission of your organization and how that connects to the festival?
Absolutely. So our mission is to provide unwavering support for the LGBTQIA people and communities of Harford and Cecil County. And originally, we were just charged with offering this beautiful festival, which we do every year in Havre de Grace at Concord Point Lighthouse Park. And since that time, we've gone on to expand and offer other educational programming and scholarship opportunities for local folks to our 2 community colleges in the region.
Well, I think it's amazing all that your organization has accomplished in such a short amount of time. You started in 2019. Let's focus a little bit on the festival. So this is a big deal. It's a lot of fun for people. It brings the community together. Can you give us some details?
Absolutely. So this year's festival is going to be on Saturday, October 7th from 2 to 6 p.m. in Havre de Grace. We typically see about 4,000 to 5,000 people come out and join us. It's a great afternoon of family-friendly fun and entertainment. About 100 exhibitors will join us as well. So it's everybody from local artists to retailers and folks who just want to share information with the community. Okay,
so and you said you're going to have 100 artists, but you're looking to even have more, right? They're really key to part of the success of this festival.
Absolutely. We do a survey after every festival and ask the folks who came, what did you love about the festival? What can we do better next year? And last year, loud and clear, we got the message that people want to see more artists. And we're excited this year to be extending messages out to the community to see if we can increase the number of artists.
Okay, and I think it's a super opportunity for local artists who maybe haven't had quite the courage or the wherewithal to say, you know, I'm gonna exhibit my wares. So you're encouraging first timers.
Absolutely, yes. I think we are a fun, low risk festival. We offer a 10 by 10 booth plot for folks to come out and set up a table and just showcase what they've been working on.
That's exciting. It's not very expensive, so they can get all the details. What I kind of love also that you did is you came up with a logo, but you also encouraged artists locally to be a part of that. Can you tell me about that process?
Yeah, so we have our standard logo that we use for everything, but every year we come up with a festival logo. And that's usually something that we've done internally. And this year we put a call out to artists and said, we'd love to see what your rendition of our logo theme would be. And this year it's Pride by the Tide. And we've already had a number of submissions from local artists. And you know, I mentioned to you before we started taping here that we don't have much of a budget. So one of the things that we offered was space on our website as a featured artist for the year.
Pretty good.
Yes, and also a booth at the festival. So our hope is that we can walk away with a really nice collaboration with a local artist this year.
That's terrific. So if artists want to get involved or get in touch with you, get involved with this, what's the best way to do that?
So if they follow us on social media or go to our website, there's a lot of opportunities to reach out and connect with us.
Okay, now we've talked a lot about visual artists and exhibitors, but what about music? Because you know, music is my wheelhouse. What are you doing as far as musical entertainment?
So we have 4 pretty much solid hours of musical and drag entertainment happening that day. We do a little bit of keynote stuff at the beginning, but then we just open it up for local bands and performers.
Terrific. And the MCs are a lot of fun, are they not?
They are, yes. We always get fabulous drag performers who serve as our MCs, so we're excited about that.
Yeah. So you've been involved with the organization for a while. You mentioned that you do some other things, which I'm impressed with. Can you give me more specifics about the scholarships, about some of that other work that your organization is supporting?
Absolutely. After the first couple of years of the festival, we started looking more holistically at what the needs of the community were and looking at educational programming and social programming that we can offer to the community. So we do game days, we'll do coffee meetups, happy hours, opportunities for parents to connect and just talk about whatever they're thinking about. And then, of course, the scholarships. We sponsored 2 $500 scholarships, one to Harford Community College and one to Cecil College. And the idea is that we know that that is not going to put a big dent in a tuition bill, but just helping LGBTQIA learners get back into school and pursue their dreams through education.
Okay, and so it takes a village and more to make all of this happen. So I know that the Harford County Cultural Arts Board has been a great partner with all of you, but I'm sure you would encourage other folks to join.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And tell me, what do you think is the what can I say, the status of your community right now in Harford County? It seems to be thriving. Your festivals seem to get bigger every year. Your work.
Yeah, I think we are still trying to understand the size and composition of the community. I think when you live in a rural setting and you identify as a member of the LGBTQIA community, sometimes you're not very public about that, and it makes it hard to connect with folks.
Okay.
So one of the things that we're working on right now is a community needs assessment that we can get out into the community and just figure out who's living in the county and what do they need from us as an organization or from a partner organization.
Okay. So what I'd like to do, because we've talked about a lot, is put up one more time the actual date, time, and place for the festival. Again, that is
Saturday, October 7th from 2 to 6 p.m. at Concord Point Lighthouse Park in Havre de Grace.
Okay.
Beautiful setting.
Yeah, and it's a fun time. And there's your website. So if people want to find out more about the festival, because we didn't give any specifics about the musical entertainment, you got to go and see it. But also, if you want to get involved in some of the other programs that you're doing, they can just go online.
Absolutely.
And do that as well. And if you had to say, maybe you've already said this, but the biggest challenge that you're facing right now in Harford County and how people could get involved to make those challenges go away or not as challenging, what would be your sense on that? You
know, I think there is a lot of national discussion around LGBTQIA plus issues right now.
Right.
And we hear a lot of extreme viewpoints, and I think what's really helpful is just having people from the middle of the road getting together and talking about these issues and trying to figure out how we can best just support especially our kids in the school system.
Sure.
I feel like that is one of the top issues that we're facing at the moment.
Well, that's a good solution to almost all the things going on in the world right now, right? It's a pretty divisive time.
It is.
And as you said, just people who are thoughtful, kind of in the middle, coming together and trying to make things better. Wonderful to meet you.
You too, thank you.
And thanks so much for all the good work that you're doing.
Thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Sure.